See, sometimes even Andrew get it wrong. Now, the previous video I just did, I didn't even realize, but one of you guys pointed out, you say, hey, Andrew, that guy didn't make a paycheck. It's actually negative $17, not positive $17. I didn't catch that. So, he didn't make a paycheck. He was in the hole, $17. Good catch. Good catch, man. Shoot, hey, sometimes I get it wrong. You know, these lease drivers and they settlements, boy, it's so misleading. You just don't know. They hard for me to read too. Shoot, I don't know why they didn't put the negative sign instead of that. They put it in red. See, even they know how to fool some of the best people that been out here. So paycheck negative $17, not positive 17. So, you know, good thing he took out their cash advance, guys, because if he didn't take out their cash advance, whew, I try to advise him, hey, see if you can go inside a truck stop and get you some peanut butter jelly and some bread or something, because it's going to be tough. Them that 7 days with no money, that's tough. That's tough, driver. That's tough right there. But moving on to the next subject. One of my friends called today. Y'all know he was working over at Landstar. Landstar let him go due to a just a fender bender, something real small, and you know he had been applying for jobs in the local area of Missouri. And you know, I was telling him before time, you know, how hard it was going to be to find a local job, and obviously he's seeing for himself it's extremely difficult. And the jobs that do have at least one position open, especially when it comes to fuel hauling, it's extremely competitive to get that one position. It's like one position for every, I don't know, 100 plus candidates, and it's very difficult to get. And he needs money coming in. He's got a family, and you know he got kids and a lot of people to take care of. So he need to get that money start rolling. So one thing me and him was discussing, he was telling me, he said, hey Andrew, I don't know if I can go back company, man. I ain't made no check, you know, $1,300-$1,400 in, you know, so many years. And I told him, I said, yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be definitely tough. You know, he was telling me, you know, working with Landstar, he been able to take his family on vacations, and you know how much he was making at Landstar, and you know. By the way, his truck had got damage to it. So if y'all want to know why he don't lease his truck on somewhere, it's in the shop right now. It's got damage done to it that the insurance is paying for. But meanwhile, he gotta go company, and it's hard to adapt to. Every day, like I said, every day I show up to Mr. Charlie, I be asking myself all type of questions. Like, you know, number one question I ask myself: why I didn't get my own business 12 hours a day, 52 hours a week? 52 hours. What am I trying to say? Why I didn't work my own business 12 hours a day, you know, 5+ days a week, 52 weeks out of a year, you know. I figure if I'm going to work for Mr. Charlie 12 hours a day, you know, I never just tried to get on the load board, DAT load board, and just do 12 hours of work around here, you know, maybe take a drive-in load out to, you know, Memphis, Tennessee, or some part of Kentucky or down to Alabama and back up, you know, just work 12 hours every day around here. I never did that. I never wanted to pull drive-in freight because it was so cheap, even though I could still make a profit because I owned everything. But, you know, looking back on it, I should have been doing it. I know I was so stuck on them pneumatic rates, I just couldn't believe people was pulling, you know, $2, $1 a mile. So, you know, it's just a big gap in pay. But the thing was, I had access to all the freight. I had access to everybody load board. I was a carrier for all these other mega carriers, you know, signed on to them. I was even a carrier for Landstar. You know, Landstar was feeding me all those circus loads, all those, you know, circus trailers y'all see me pulling. That was all through Landstar. I was a Landstar carrier at 100%. They always paid me over $4 a mile anytime I worked with them. I had my own agent at Landstar, but you know, not even contacted him and said, hey, what you got power only, trying to get something going. Nah, I just really didn't have no desire, because after we lost so many contracts back to back to back to back, that paid so much more money than what I could have made running this DAT load board. I just kind of gave up on the trucking industry, but then I had to come up to the realization that, hey, Andrew, well, you still gonna have to drive the truck, because it ain't like you got some skills outside this this industry. So that's when I said, well, guess I gotta go drive Mr. Charlie truck, be local. I still got my truck. I can go and jump in my truck right now. It's just a phone call, the insurance, and back in business. But I don't go do it. I just rather just wait and see if this economy turn around, see what's going on with this election. But every week that goes by, if y'all see some of my shorts, y'all know I'm still saving money. It's not a lot of money. It's not as much as I could be saving if I was running my own motor carrier, but I'm taking Mr. Charlie's small paychecks and just putting them in the stock market. Week after week. It ain't a lot of money. It's something, but it's not a lot. And just try to make that add up over time. I figure what'll be 6 months into the year. So if I do this for 6 more months, by the end of the year, I should have X amount of dollars in the stock market. And I'm not gonna start my authority up in the wintertime, nothing like that. I'm not stupid enough to do that. So after March, when spring come 2025, then we'll evaluate the situation. I should have at least 30 plus more $1,000 in the video or in some stock in the stock market. So 6 months from now, based on me making $1,400-1,500 a week, you guys do the math, because I don't know what that equals, but I think it's like 30 something plus thousand. So but things could change. Because one problem with being local is these women, boy, they can really take you out. That's one thing I learned when running my business. Women take you out. Men ain't gonna take you out. So if you're out here trucking, men is never gonna be your issue. You're not finna be out here getting in the fight in no truck stop with no dude. If you're a male, it's not gonna happen. You may get into a little screaming match. You may get shot one time, but the real battle, the real war is gonna be if you walking across that truck stop with some woman. You could be out in the whole fist fight out there, whole shootout. SWAT team may have to come to the truck stop. Ask me how I know. So maybe at a shipper, sit up here and won this big contract, and Mr. Charlie looking outside the window. Oh, there's CAJ Logistics. That's one of our new carriers. Yeah, we just gave them $1 million contract. What's going on out there? Hey, what? Hold on, what are they out there arguing? What are they doing? Oh, did she pull a knife out on him? Oh, call the police. Hey, no, we gotta get that carrier up out of here. Contract terminated. Then you fast forward 365 days. You sitting over here like Andrew, thinking about all the money you done lost. The economy done went bad. We really could use that contract right about now. Them contracts. Oh, man. To be honest with you, I thought about going down to what do you call it? Secretary of State, changing the name of the business, going to the IRS, changing the name of the business. Same DOT number though, but change the name of the business and try to come back to these shippers, because they don't necessarily know my face, because it was all phone calls and emails, and just show back up like I'm a new motor carrier, and I already know what to say and who to talk to, and got the email, phone number, and just pretend like I'm some brand new carrier. I'm I don't know, JJJ Logistics, Oldest Gold Logistics, Old Equipment LLC. The latest, greatest shoe shine trucking company. What you talking about? Shoot, Inc., INC or something, baby. Show back up like I'm brand new. Come suit and tie. And I don't drive the truck either. I got workers. I don't drive the truck. Show up suit and tie, not in this car. I go rent a car from Uber, show up in some Hyundai Sonata or something, nice and innocent with the AC on. Get my contracts back. Shoot, I'm just saying. It's tough. It's tough out here in these streets. But, things happen, be honest with you. Since I've been watching trucking, since at least my 9 years of trucking, always seen, watching this YouTube, the women always take out the black men. You can reference it back all the way from the Casanova days. Y'all seen what happened with him and his situation. That went downhill. We can just name all the blacks, really. Casanova, Ghost, me, OG Ricky, I can't just think of everybody off the top of my head, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It was the women. It was never the guys, the males. Nobody lost nothing in trucking over some dude they didn't know. It was always the women. The women, they just took us out. They took us out. And after they took us out, it ain't like they just started winning without us. No, once they took us out, they took themselves out because we was the leaders. So when they took the leader out, they didn't become the leader. The whole entire situation just fell off because the guys are the ones that's going out here getting the work, the contracts. The women are just the eye candy. They're just the eye candy. On the internet, they may say they the ones doing everything, but everybody knows that it's the guy that's behind the scenes doing all the work, right? Y'all can't possibly think the eye candy has got anything to do with that. I'm just saying, it's always the guys. No, the guys are the ones out here making it happen. The women are just there to take the guy out in the black community. Now, in the white community on YouTube, that'll never happen. That's why you see like Gentry and Son and all those guys are successful because they don't got this women problems that we got over here in the black community. That's all I'm saying. So, it's gonna be tough out here. Hopefully trucking turn around, that's why, hopefully one of these women I meet, I can teach them the game, and I don't know, I don't really got no faith in them, though. Ain't got no faith in them, though. None of them is arguing, by the way. I don't do the arguing, so I'm not arguing with no women or anything like that. So it's just different mindsets. A lot of different mindsets, just a lot of different mindsets, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a lot going on. A lot of claims being made right now. They trying to take me out. They are. They trying to take me out. They are. One of them doing a real good job at it, but I done kind of laid low. Started ignoring the phone calls because them claims looking kind of true. So I'm just stand back a little bit. That's all. Need to put a little bit more hours over at Mr. Charlie because it's tough out here. He's just tough out here. Just saying. Just never know. Other than that, man, about 2 shares in the video at about $131 and some change. Super micro computer. I had that over in my Roth. Oh, I gotta go. But let me finish up. I sold out at $865. When I sold out, it went over $900, but then it came back down. That's the inmate calling. Catch y'all later.